que vamos a hacer es crear la cuenta desde cero. Aquí te va a pedir que ingreses tu correo electrónico, el que quieras.
Cristian Valencia is trying to schedule an appointment through U.S. Customs and Border Protection's CBP One app. This is the new mobile app that asylum seekers and other migrants who don't have a valid visa must now use to get into the U.S. Valencia, who is a migrant from the Mexican state of Michoacán, is having technical difficulties.
Como que no da la información que es y se traba, la aplicación se queda congelada.
He says that the Wi-Fi at the Tijuana migrant shelter he's living in isn't strong enough for the app. It keeps crashing on him. So he came to get some help at Tijuana's Palacio Municipal, the local city hall. That's where city employees are helping migrants create their own profiles on CBP One. This app is the latest effort by the Biden administration to deal with the migrant crisis. Since 2020, border officials have turned away 2.5 million people, including many asylum seekers, at the ports of entry. Enrique Lucero is the director of Tijuana's Migrant Services Department. He says between 30 and 40 migrants come to City Hall every day asking for help.
Todos vienen huyendo, desplazados, llegan primero a la garita, son rechazados por el título 42.
All of them are fleeing their home, he says, and they've already tried crossing the border. They were turned away because of Title 42 and were told to sign up through the app. Title 42 is a controversial border policy that allows CBP agents to deny asylum seekers entry without a court hearing. Lucero says there are obvious problems with the app. Some migrants don't have a smartphone or internet access. Also, the app is only available in Spanish and English. But overall, Lucero says that there are more positives than negatives.
Tiene muchos aspectos positivos.
This app gives them direct access to the U.S. asylum system and, most importantly, an appointment date to be considered for entry. In theory, Lucero believes that all of this should make migrants less vulnerable to human smugglers. Nonetheless, immigrant rights activists are not bullish on CBP One. Erika Pinedo is the litigation and policy director at Al Otro Lado, an LA-based nonprofit that helps migrants in Mexico. She says her office has already seen vulnerable migrants get taken advantage of.
We are already seeing people charging thousands of dollars to help folks fill out the CBP One application, especially Haitians who don't speak English or Spanish.
Apart from the language and technological barriers, Pinedo says CBP One essentially makes seeking asylum like trying to buy tickets to a Taylor Swift concert.
Whether or not you get an appointment is based on the strength of your internet connection and chance, right? So it works like Ticketmaster. So when you have a concert that's going to sell out, everyone presses the button at the same time, and some people get tickets and some people don't. And that's basically what CBP One has reduced the U.S. asylum system to.
There are also concerns about the app's facial recognition feature. Applicants need to take a photo of their face to create a profile. Studies show that other forms of facial recognition technology used by the federal government do a poor job of identifying people of certain races and ethnicities.
There are really high error rates with certain races, especially Black and Asian applicants. So we would expect that people who are not white are going to have a harder time with the facial recognition feature.
Back in Tijuana's Palacio Municipal, we saw this play out in real time. An elderly Haitian woman named Maria struggled to get the app to recognize her face. She grew increasingly frustrated as she held a phone in front of her face and waited for the app to scan. Maria tried dozens of times. The phone couldn't make out her black face from the dark background. We tried to help her by having her turn around and face the light. Es que con la luz que tiene ahorita está muy oscuro. Entonces, mira, te ayudo así. And for a second, it seemed to work. The face appeared on the screen and the app began to scan. Then, the screen went blank. Assuming that Maria eventually gets the app to work for her, she'll have to wait until at least February for an appointment. All January appointments are already booked. Gustavo Solis, KPBS News.